Hey, Checkmates, quick one before we dive in. The Why Am I Still Single podcast is now on WhatsApp. Do you want to gist with me, get exclusive content, sneak peeks, or maybe even find love? Click the link in the show notes or send your WhatsApp number to edgar@checkedgar.com and join the family. Now, let's get into today's madness, shall we? Listeners note, warning, this show is loaded with gist so powerful, it might just push you into a relationship and straight down the aisle. If you're not ready to hear wedding bells and say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes, listen at your own risk. Edgar doesn't lie. Check Edgar out. It's February. One man left Nigeria for the UK. Not for Japa, not for greener pastures, but for something far more dangerous. He left in search of love. After spending all his life in Nigeria searching for the one, he thought he would meet princesses. But all he got were receipts. In a land where tea is hotter than their attitude, and sorry means absolutely nothing.
Sorry, I'm not looking for anything serious right now.
Where the jollof rice is cold.
This is my mom's special rice. It's cultural.
And their babes are colder. From Peckham to Payne, from Birmingham to breakfast, from Sheffield straight to Shambles. 6 cities, 5 babes, 4 accents, 3 overdraft, 2 Ubers, 1 ad break.
I told you not to follow Oyinbo girls.
He survived the weather, he faced the girls, but nothing could prepare him for UK baddies. Will he find love, or just Wi-Fi and winter? Will he survive the cold, the culture shock, and the girls who ask, "Sorry, but what do you bring to the table?" Or will London finish what Lagos started? This is the story of the journey. But the real question is, did Edgar leave the UK with love in his heart, or just cold in his chest? This is Why Am I Still Single, and you are listening to Oyinbo Pepper. Edgar is back, and Edgar doesn't lie. Check. This is a Check Edgar production. A Check Edgar production. This is for the single guys and the single ladies. Edgar doesn't lie. Why am I still single? Still single. Why am I still?
I want a wife and a family. This kind of life is not right for me. I told my guys how things can be. When I fall in love, I fall for real. I know you want me, don't waste my time. I want a girl that is set and fine. I'm going crazy, so please be mine. God, please, why?
Hey, Checkmates. Guess what? I'm back, baby. Yes, I am back. The UK tour is done. The show's legendary. And now, your boy is back to do what he does best. Tell wild, emotional, hilarious stories about why I am still single. I know I haven't been consistent, but don't worry. I got you guys, alright? I am back. Every Friday, a new story drops. Every Friday, I promise you guys. Now, I am back with a bang. But wait, before I get carried away, and you know I will, alright? I have got breaking news. Breaking news. Drum roll, please. The Why Am I Still Single podcast is now on WhatsApp. Yes, that's right. I have just launched the official CheckMates WhatsApp community. It is one place where we can laugh together, cry together, well, mostly Misha, and get sneak peeks into upcoming episodes. We get to gist, banter, and yab each other, talk nonsense, and maybe, who knows, find love. Would you like to share your own crazy dating story? Are you looking for your own soulmate? Or do you just want to win cool stuff and be part of exclusive fan events? The community is for you. Now, to join, click the WhatsApp link in the show notes and it will direct you here in seconds. Or you can send your name and your WhatsApp number to Edgar at checkedgar.com. That is EDGAR at CHECKEDGAR.com. And I'll hook you up personally. Now let's just vibe, let's just keep this wild ride going because Edgar doesn't lie. Okay. When last did I say that? When last did I say okay? Wow. Now, first, to the thousands of Check Edgar fans, to the millions listening at home, and finally, to those wondering if I am still single, married, or divorced. Well, Check Edgar is back from the UK. You know what I'm saying? Your boy is back from the UK tour. The stories are plenty. The accent is confused. And yes, I am still very single. Oh, God. Now, welcome to a brand new episode of Why Am I Still Single? Yes, for 6 weeks, I was away in the UK. I joined this amazing theater and media company called Kininso Concept on tour. Now, we had 32 shows, visited 6 cities, and had an amazing time. So the title of the show is called Sandscape, a silent show for children between the ages of 2 to 7, where we sing and play with sand. Yes, sand. Now, just imagine a world where there is no water and sand has to replace water. Exactly. So we swam in sand, had sand fall like rain. We had sand tea, sand bathe, hid some treasures in the sand, and played with the children after the show in the sand. It was sand amazing. I still have sand stuck in my hair somewhere, I don't know. By the way, those Oyinbo children, they are wicked though. Hey, Oyinbo children are wicked. They kept pouring sand on my head. It was so annoying, but at the same time, it was fun. Yes, I know some of you people are thinking, Edgar, so you left Nigeria to the UK to go and play with sand? It can never be me. It can never be me. Lie. My dear, I remember telling my mom I was traveling to the UK for a tour. My mom was so excited and proud. You know how Nigerian mothers can be now? This woman started screaming as if I won millions from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. She started dancing and singing one old school Edo praise song I have never heard in my life. Even the ancestors were very confused. She prayed for like 30 minutes. Oh Lord, bless Edgar Baba. Promote him to BBC. Let Oyinbo people adopt him and forget he's Nigerian. Let him find Oyinbo wife and remain there. Oh God, promote my Pekin. Promote my Pekin. When she finally finished, she looked at me with all the motherly pride in the world. Edo women can be very proud, Sha. She now asked, Edgar Baba, what exactly are you going to do in the UK? I just smiled, looked her dead in the eyes and said, Mommy, I'm going to play with sand and dance for small children. The silence was loud. You know that kind of confusion where someone's spirit leaves their body for 5 seconds and returns? Exactly. In her mind, she was expecting me to say something sweet like, I am going to facilitate a cross-cultural exchange symposium with award-winning authors. Or at least, I would say something like, I am attending a masterclass in Afro-modernist theatrical linguistics. But no, her son went to the UK to play in the sand and dance for children. I am sure she started calling prayer warriors immediately after that conversation. This woman begged me not to tell anybody I was going to the UK, talk less of going there to play with sand. When I asked her why, she said, Don't you know that the walls are listening? Don't tell anybody, before you find yourself in Osaka, London. But honestly, guys, it was beautiful. The kids loved it. Their parents loved it. The theaters were packed. We danced, we rolled in sand, and we made magic. And outside the stage, my UK experience was 10 over 10. The lights, the air, the building, the food, the trains, the people, the culture, Everything was just on point. It was like stepping into another world, but one that still knows how to queue properly and behave themselves. Honestly, if you have never left Nigeria, you need to visit the UK at least once. Traveling is therapeutic, you know. It's like the universe just gives you new eyes. But look, I know some of you were born in Ibadan, raised in Ibadan, schooled in Ibadan, found your partner in Ibadan, married and raised your children in Ibadan, and my friend, you are probably going to die in Ibadan too. Anytime someone tells you, travel, see the world, you'll be looking at them like, what do they have in UK we don't have here? They have London, we have Iwo Road, no problem. Be comparing that your Iwo Road that has more potholes than good road with London, no problem. Some of you have no plans to leave Ibadan, and it's okay. I get it. But trust me, you don't know what you are missing until you leave Ibadan. Okay, Edgar, wait, calm down. Why are you attacking Ibadan like this? Calm down. So when I tell you the UK was 10 over 10, guys, believe it. You should go and see for yourself. Now, in the UK, everything works. I didn't have to charge my phone until the battery percent was at 1. Even the water I drank was from the tap. Now, in Nigeria, if I drink tap water, typhoid will just do moonwalk and enter my body without stress. In the UK, Google Map works like a dream. You can track buses and trains like you are navigating the future. You know when the bus is coming. You know when it's leaving. No drama, no stress, no... Conductor, please, you have not given me my change, oh. You have not given me my change, oh. Okay. But you see our own Google Maps, I don't even know if the lady directing you is tired, frustrated, or suffering from depression. Our Google Maps are more confusing and hard to understand than the beef inside gala. My Google Map once told me, you have arrived at your destination. And where was that? A river. A river. I'm like, did I tell Google I was looking for the Marine Kingdom? What kind of rubbish is this? In the UK, they give you the exact minutes the train will arrive. The 3:15 train to Sheffield will arrive at 3:12. They are that certain. Now, in Nigeria, we have what we call African time. If an event is to start by, say, 4 p.m., don't even think of leaving your house until 7 p.m. Even at 7 p.m., you are still very early. Oh, wait, how did I forget the money as well? Yeah, the money was so good. As I'm speaking to you now, guys, I am naira broke, but pounds rich. If I sneeze like this, hits you, I clean my nose with 10 pounds notes. Hey, God. If I cough like this, I clear my throat with a 20 pounds note. Oh, God. Even when I use the toilet, I don't use tissue. I use pounds. That's the issue. So if you drive by and maybe you see me in your area, please stop me and collect a few pounds because the pounds with me is getting too much. It's too heavy to carry around. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, love. As I was saying, everything in the UK is peaceful. Everyone is minding their business. Wi-Fi everywhere. It is now that I understand why some people will travel abroad and drop their religion because everything works. You don't have to pray for the basic things. In Nigeria, to even cross the road, you have to run and pray that one madman is not driving one way. Now, zebra crossing does not even work here because, are you a zebra? I enjoyed my time in the UK. From Manchester to Sheffield to London to Liverpool to Leeds. I even left England and went to Belfast. Like, guys, I was speaking phonetics, but not the one you hear online, or the Nigerian phonetics. Let me give you guys some. Sorry, I beg I don't lost. I didn't look for my train. Sorry, can I get a bottle of water? Hey, stop. It be like say you done the mad, you done the colol. But it's not easy. See, those people, and they can say sorry for everything. Let me not even talk about the food or the drinks. Everything was just so right. It felt like I was in a magical concert. Everything was doing me like theme. But the only sad part about the whole trip, the only sad part was the cold. My dear, there is cold and there is cold. And I'm not even talking about the chilly weather you get when the AC is on full blast in your bedroom. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm talking about that bone chilling, take your soul with it kind of cold. When we got to Sheffield, hey, I experienced cold. Now, there's a difference between feeling cold and experiencing cold. The cold in Sheffield, you don't feel it, you experience it. During the trip, we had the slang that we use because of the cold. We would say, keep your hands to yourself, which means put your hands in your pocket or your jacket. Now, speaking of jackets, here's a little advice. If you plan to visit the UK, get yourself a super thick winter jacket. Don't go buying anything from Aba. Don't go and buy your winter jacket from Aba. They will go and sell one 1993 oversized suit to you as winter jacket. It will not help your life. I can tell you from experience, it will not help your life. Because the stupid winter jacket I got, let's just say I was the one protecting it. My friend, that jacket didn't even protect a toothpick. It was like wearing a plastic bag around my body. I was still very cold. My bones were cold. My thoughts were cold. Even my attitude was cold. The cold was changing my mood like NEPA. So, if you are going to the UK in winter, don't say I didn't warn you. Find that jacket that makes you feel like a human being again. Otherwise, you might end up looking like a walking ice sculpture. Now, apart from having an amazing show in the UK, there were two other reasons I joined the company on tour. Now, I am sure this is what you guys came for. The first reason, I wanted to see my siblings again. You guys know how life has a way of scattering people around the globe like they are running from something. My sister is in Ireland and my younger brother is in England. And me, I am here in Nigeria, trying to avoid the heat. Wait, oh, by the way, why is your country so hot, man? Who did you guys offend, man? I'm serious, man. In the UK, if it is this hot, somebody's going to jail, man. Shit, man. Oh, God, man. So when the opportunity to travel came, I was like, say no more. I will go. My sister came to Belfast to watch the show, and my brother came to see me perform in Liverpool. Honestly, it was such a beautiful moment. I did not want them to go. And I'm not even joking. The moment they left, I was like, wait, I am alone again. God, why? God, why? I'm like, guys, to be honest, I miss my family. Sometimes. Just sometimes. You know how it is. I love them, but I also need my space. I can't lie. My brother has a coconut head, and my sister can complain for Africa, Hey! But here is where it gets interesting. My second reason for joining the tour. Now, after 7 years of searching for the right one in Nigeria, I had to check if my relationship destiny was with an Oyinbo Pepper. You know, I was just wondering, maybe it's time to find out if my true love is wearing heels, sipping on tea, and calling me darling in a British accent. Who knows? Now, you know how we Nigerians fantasize about these romantic international encounters. You watch enough movies and you just think, one day in Manchester, while taking a walk, you and a pretty lady will just hit each other mistakenly. Her bag will just open. Things will start coming out. Two of you will now look into each other's eyes. Love will now connect like Bluetooth. Bing. Hi, I am Edgar. She too, she will not say,
Sorry, I'm Amelia.
you will not say, Amala. She would say,
No, Amelia.
you will not continue, Amelia, you look familiar. Hey, I too did dream, I beg. God. So you can't blame me. So I went there to test the waters. Now, who knows? Maybe I'll end up with an Oyinbo Pepper. And trust me when I tell you that I met women. Different types of women. Sadly, the Oyinbo Pepper that I met and liked showed me serious pepper. Now, before I give you guys the gist about this lady, let me tell you 5 reasons why I can't date a UK babe in my life. The first issue I had was with the speed at which they speak. I don't know why they are always in a hurry. They are way too fast. Forget all the nonsense you see in movies where everyone sounds all smooth and slow with their darling and lovely, and forget all that nonsense. Guy, real life, they are so fast. You will even doubt they are speaking the same English we all know, I swear. Okay, so one time I was in Wakefield trying to find the train station. Little did I know that if you're in Wakefield, you have to stay awake. Like, it's literally in the name. I was cold. I was tired, and honestly, I just wanted to relax for a minute. So I went into some random store to just rest my eyes. Big mistake. When my train arrived, I was still sleeping. The train left, I was still sleeping. Another one came, I was still sleeping. I was watching a series in my dream, very interesting series. I was still sleeping. When I finally woke up, I was so confused. I didn't even know what to do because I had crammed the way to my next location. But missing the train threw me off my whole journey. So there I was, looking around like, okay, Edgar, think fast. Find someone to ask. Find someone to ask. So usually I would go for the obvious choice and ask a fellow black person. But then I realized something. Do you know that most black people in the UK don't want to help black visitors the way white people do? Crazy, right? I swear, it's like there is a higher chance of a white person being kind or offering help than a black person. So I took a deep breath. Lo and behold, I saw this beautiful lady. In my head, I said, okay, if I can just talk to her and maybe get her number, maybe, just maybe, God will answer my mother's prayers and deliver me from my singleness. I approached her with my Ijebu accent, you know that one that you can't hide no matter how hard you try, and said, "Sorry, please, I missed my train and I don't really understand this app. Can you please help me? Please, please, please." Now, if I had known, I would have just gone back to sleep because what followed? Oh boy, she started explaining to me how to get to my destination, but she was talking too fast. I just got more lost than when I even met her. All I was hearing was, oi, 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 oi. I was just nodding and smiling, looking like I understood, but internally, I was panicking. She was too fast.
The Jubilee line is there, and if you take that, the next stop is about 15 minutes. Then you take the 115 to Marble Arch, 10 minutes that, darling. And then the next one will be the 216. Then you take that to your next station, and you have the bangers.
And in my head, I was like, wait, hold up. What's a Jubilee line? What's bangers and mash? I am lost, not hungry. I have no idea what she was talking about. Who said I want to eat burger? By the time she finished her sentences, I swear I looked at her with a blank stare. And all I could say was, yeah, I agree. The Jubilee line is a banger. Thank you, love. I don't even know if I was saying the right thing, but I had to say something. I mean, I was already deep in the confusion, so I might just as well keep it rolling, right? Let me just tell you something. My second problem with the UK ladies is that they are always smiling. It doesn't matter what you say, they will smile and laugh. They will laugh if you insult them. They will laugh if you drop their drink. They will laugh if you tell them you have never heard of the Jubilee line. I mean, what is really making these people laugh? So I went to a restaurant the other day to get a quick lunch. Now, after fighting with the security guard because he said I looked underage, he just said I should enter. I said, okay, no problem. I had not even said anything. The lady who was taking the orders was already smiling. In Nigeria, to get that kind of smile from someone at a restaurant, you must have squeezed 1,000 naira inside someone's hand after ordering a pack of burgers and chips. And I said, "Sorry, can I get a bottle of juice?" She started laughing and said,
Sorry, we don't have juice here.
I said, "Sorry, but no be juice be that." She said,
Sorry, mate, did you mean to say juice, like orange juice?
She was still smiling. I said, "Sorry, love, juice or juice? Give me juice." She started laughing. She now said,
A couple bottle.
I said, "1 bottle." She said,
Bottle.
I said, "Yes, bottle." She said,
You mean a bottle, right?
I was so upset. I said, Madam, please. Please, if you have mucus in your nose, please remove it before you talk to me. How will you be calling bottle bottle? What happened to the tea? She was smiling. She said,
Oh, sorry. Do you want tea, mate?
wait, we'll be right back after a quick break. Okay, now real quick. If you are loving the podcast, you will love the CheckMates WhatsApp community. We're talking behind the scenes gist, crazy dating stories, upcoming episode teasers, and a few surprise giveaways just for members. Now click the link in the story notes to join or send your WhatsApp number to edgar@checkedgar.com. Trust me, it's sweeter over there. Okay. Bye-bye. Madam, see, I am not your mate. Which one is mate again? I am older than you, please. I said I want juice in a bottle. Ha! This woman did not frown for once. She kept smiling. That was when I knew and concluded that she had a mental problem. And did I ever mention that they can say sorry for Africa? They say sorry to everything. Sorry, love. Sorry, mate. Sorry, love. Sorry, there. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry for yourself. Now, my third issue with their women is that it is very difficult to differentiate between their Barbie and Bobrisky, if you know what I mean. The lady you are crushing on might just be a man. Yes, it happened to me. We had just finished the show in Leeds. The show was done and everyone was just networking. I saw a pretty young lady sitting on her own, and instead of me to just leave her alone, that was the person I went over to network with. I went to her. Hi. She said,
Hi. Your performance was amazing. You were really good. I enjoyed it.
I now asked her why she was sitting alone. She said she didn't want to stain her beautiful gown with sand. I said, okay. I now asked her if she was free and wanted to go out for lunch. If you see the way she jumped up and said yes, she was so excited about going out with me. I was excited too. The next thing she said was the part that made me thank God for giving his son Jesus Christ to us. She now said,
Oh, sorry. I got lost in the show. My name is John.
I was like, John, like young John, Abby, what are you saying? He now said,
Ben John. I was born a man, but now I identify as a pretty bird.
I said bird. He said
Bird.
I said flying bird. He said
Flying bird.
I immediately closed my eyes and thanks God my village people didn't catch me and win. I can imagine going home with John and introducing John to my mom. Hey mom, meet my girlfriend, happy boyfriend. Wait, I don't even know what to say. Will I say meet my pet and partner, John? Then John. John used to be a man, but now he is a pretty bird. He only eats what birds eat and drinks what birds drink. I know one thing for sure that day. It is either my mom skins me alive or John will be used to make peppered stew that afternoon. One of us would definitely go down. And it is not me. It is going to be Ben, the bird. Now, my fourth problem, and please do not judge me. My fourth problem is that a large number of them don't have front or back. Yes, I said it, let's be honest. Body-wise, a lot of them are built like remote controls. Flat in front, flat behind. Some of them, if breeze should blow, heavy breeze from Onitsha, they will just fly away like receipts from ShopRite. Now, don't get me wrong, everyone is beautiful in their own way. But me, I like full options. I like my women with bounce in the front and volume at the back. Small shakara, small physics. But over there, I was confused. And the few ones that actually have body, like proper shape, they don't have fine face. It is like the beauty committee couldn't share everything equally. If you see face, no body. If you see body, the face is fighting generational curses. I was like, God, is this a prank? My fifth problem, and this one really shocked me, is that these women are too direct. They don't have time to be forming or doing hard to get. They know what they want and want it now. One babe literally walked up to me and said,
You've got a nice voice, Do you want to go grab a drink or, go somewhere private? Huh?
my Nigerian brain stopped working immediately. I was like, auntie, what of small talking stage now? What of pretending to be shy? What of forming busy and hard to get? See, Oyinbo girls don't understand romance the way we do in Nigeria. There is no good morning, how was your night, or have you eaten? None of that. Just pure transactions. I texted one babe, good morning, beautiful. She replied,
What do you want?
Omo fear catch me, serious fear catch me. And you see this whole consent thing, Hey, e choke. Any small thing. Consent, please. Touch hand. Consent, please. Hold waist. Consent, please. Touch hair. Consent, please. Even when I wanted to help one babe carry her bag, she said,
Did I ask for help? Huh? Did I ask for help?
I was like, sister, is it fight? I'm just being nice. There was this lady I even tried to adjust her scarf when the breeze was blowing it off. If you see the way she held my hand like I wanted to rob her, I was like, auntie, calm down. She was like, who asked you? Consent, please. Yay. In Nigeria, if you hold a girl's hand and she likes you, she will smile. Maybe squeeze your fingers small. Over there, you touch them without permission, and you may end up explaining yourself to the police, a therapist, and the air hostess on your way back to Nigeria. But let me not lie. Their independence is mad. You will see one small babe driving Tesla, doing 9 to 5, paying rent, and still going to yoga by 6 p.m. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to choose between shawarma or burger. I said, God, when? So yeah, UK babes are not for the weak. If you are not bold, confident, and ready to be treated like a co-worker instead of a romantic interest, just stay in Ibadan, and hold your baby girl tight. Oh, sorry. I had to bring Ibadan into this thing again. Sorry. Now that you know all this, let me tell you the story of one Oyinbo girl that stole my heart. Hey! Mercury. A beautiful little thing. Don't go anywhere, guys. Why am I still single? Continues after the promo. Checkmates. Come. Let me ask you, when last did you hear a story that stayed with you? A story that made you laugh, cry, or even feel seen? Welcome to the Corner Stories, a live storying community where real people share real stories based on a theme. No filters, no fiction. Just raw, funny, heartbreaking, and beautiful moments told live on stage. Every month, I will be joining 7 amazing storytellers to take the mic and share something personal. And one of those storytellers could be you. Do you have a story that deserves to be heard? Then stay tuned for show dates, upcoming themes, and how to take the stage. For all the info behind the scenes gist and to maybe tell your own story, join the Corner Stories WhatsApp community today. Click the CheckMates WhatsApp community link in the show notes or send your number to edgar@checkedgar.com and come find your corner. Because at the corner, everybody has a story. What's yours? Okay, March 17th. We went to the University of Leeds. We had this engaging workshop with the students there. Now, when I heard that we were visiting the university, I had to dress the way I wanted to be addressed because you never can tell the special lady you see. From text to performance, that was the name of the workshop. People flew in from everywhere. India, South Korea, Belgium, the US, the UK, and of course, Nigeria. I was representing my people with pride. Guys, if you see babes from different countries, God they create. We did some warm-up exercises and got to know each other's names. Then the director came in and paired everyone in twos for this workshop. My prayer was that 1. I was not paired with a guy, and 2. I did not want anyone from Africa or India. I wanted Oyinbo, not just Oyinbo, but Oyinbo Pepper, the real Oyinbo. The director asked us to write our names in paper and then shuffle it. When I picked my partner's name, I opened it and saw Mercury. At first, I was confused. How can someone name their child Mercury? Is the earth that bad? Well, I remember that Oyinbo can name their children anything. If someone can name a child drink water, then who am I to complain? That's how I met her, Mercury. Mercury was my partner. Mercury was a very fine lady, tall, light hair, blue eyes, of course, no front or back. But she looked pretty and she was always smiling. The first thing I noticed about her were her tattoos. They were beautiful. She had one full arm covered in tattoos. When she asked me for my name and my country, if you hear the bass I used to tell her my name, I said, "My name is Edgar Eriakha. I am from Nigeria." She was shocked. She said,
You know, I love your voice. It's so sexy.
I replied by saying, "Oh, I love your tattoos. They are sexy as well." That was how she started showing me all her tattoos and telling me their meanings. Now, the first one was the face of a child. She said it was the face of her late sister. I said, okay. Then she had a lion and then mentioned that she and her ex had the same tattoo. Then she had the image of different flags and then different people and animals. I was like, God, what kind of wahala is this? Then she had a tattoo of 16 different dogs on her back. 16 dogs. She now asked me if I liked tattoos and planned on getting any. I was like, yeah. I was going to get one very soon. But the truth is that I don't have plans to even collect injection. Talk less of tattoo. Or if tattoos were a soap or cream that you just rub, it will just stay, then yes. But you see pain. My body stays far from pain. The next thing this girl did was show me her piercing on her tongue. She told me she loved piercings and tattoo. This girl had pierced every part of her body. I was so confused that I had to ask her. I said, please, wait, are you a Christian? She said no, although she likes Buddhism, but that she isn't really into religion like that. She said she's a free spirit. It was at this point I knew that I had entered one chance. After the workshop, she was so direct that she asked me what I was doing that evening. Doing? Do I have work? I told her I had nothing to do, that I was free. She now said she wanted us to have dinner at a restaurant around. I said it was cool. We hugged, exchanged numbers, and then left to our various apartments. When I left her to join my team, they were just smiling and congratulating me about Mercury. That God has finally done it for me. Me too, Momo. I was smiling. When I got to my hotel, I started preparing for my dates. I washed my body like I was washing away my sins. I used all my muscles to press my clothes. If you see the way I used body spray and perfume, it was wild. When I got to the restaurant, she was already there, sitting and waiting. See, Oyinbo people, they do not joke with time. We hugged again and started talking. Now, the first major issue was that she asked me if we should go Dutch, but I refused. I did not even know the meaning. Why will I allow a woman to pay for her meal on a date? The Nigerian man blood in me did not even see it as cool. Instead of me to just swallow my pride, I said, no, don't worry. I will pay for everything. She smiled and said, okay. Then we started ordering our food. I did not even know what Mercury told them, but when they brought our meal, hey, it was a lot. We had chicken, prawns, fish, octopus, vegetables, and some other things. She also ordered one thing like that. Thing looked like spaghetti. It was fatter than spaghetti. Then they now even sprinkled some things on it. We got wine and, we had a great time. So while we were now eating, Mercury now mentioned, she says she has always heard that black men, especially those from Africa, are great when it comes to having sex. The chips I was chewing hung in my throat. She asked me,
Is it true?
I smiled and said, yes. I said most black men are super energetic and they know how to satisfy their women. The next thing I heard was, do you? At this point, my head started to ache. The restaurant was freezing, but I was hot inside. My head was running like a generator. I said, yes, I can. She smiled and looked me in the eye without missing words. She told me,
Edgar, can we have some fun tonight?
now, to be honest with you, I understand what she asked. The question was clear. She wanted to sleep with me. Not just me, but Nigeria, West Africa, and Africa. I was going to represent a continent. My heart stopped. My breath ceased. I asked her, just so I was clear, I said, what do you mean by fun? She said,
You see, I want to have a taste of you, Edgar. I want you in me, and I want to be in you tonight.
wait, we'll be right back after a quick break.
Welcome to Wedding Wednesday Pod, the podcast that's about to spill all the tea on what it's like to plan a wedding from the bride's perspective and all the details no one talks about. I'm Adriana. I'm creating the podcast I need to keep me sane and feeling less alone as I plan my own wedding. We're diving deep into the hilarious, messy, and sometimes crazy world of wedding planning and wedding horror stories. Get ready to laugh, cry, and maybe feel a little less alone in this wedding planning madness. Check out Wedding Wednesday Pod everywhere you get your podcasts.
My legs started shaking. It was as if the ground should open and swallow me. Now, in Nigeria, most women are not that bold. As a matter of fact, what Mercury is doing is what the man should be doing. See me sitting there looking like a beautiful lady confused. I asked her, what's your body count, please? She said, 63 or 64. Jesus Christ! How old are you? She said 22. I did not even know what to say. She asked again if I was good for the night, and I said yes. I told her I was going to have fun with her. She told me she would reach out, that she would send me the address and the time. When the bill came, I could not believe my eyes. The total bill was 120 pounds.
Are you playing? What type of plane is this?
What did we eat that we are paying 120 pounds for?
This is playing.
I had to ask Mercury if the hotel accommodation for the night was added to the bill. She said no. I had to do my calculations. 120 pounds times 2,100. 252,000 naira for dinner. 252,000 naira on top chicken, chips, fish and vegetables. Even if the chicken can fly or sing, why will it be this expensive? It was Mercury that now told me that the restaurant was a special one and that only the rich came here. In my mind, I was just wondering, why did she bring me to this kind of restaurant? Did I ever tell you that I was rich?
God have mercy upon us.
That was how I paid though, and we left to our various apartments. But just as I was about to enter my building, my phone buzzed. It was a clear message from Mercury.
Come over. Room 3B. Let's have some fun.
Then she now sent the address. I froze. My brain was tired and my bank account was empty. But one part of me said, Omo, represent the continent. Do this for Africa. Wakanda forever. So I went. When I got to her place, it was dimly lit. There were candles everywhere, not romantic candles, oh. These were black and red with a scent like hospital mixed with juju. She opened the door wearing black leather, not lingerie leather, full black jacket and boots, but shorts. She smiled and said,
Ready for me, King Edgar?
I was not ready, but I entered. She asked if I wanted wine. I said yes. Next, she asked me to remove my clothes and lie down on the bed. I said, wait, can't we just talk small first? She smiled, walked over, and she just kissed me. Hey! Guys, I melted. Nigerian women need to learn how to kiss. This kiss was very short but very powerful. Small kiss like this, I was already melting away. Small kiss, my head was turning on its own. Before I knew it, she said,
Let me spice things up.
she pulled out a black bag from under her bed, unzipped it, and bro, she brought out tools, like real tools. Whips, chains, mask, duct tapes, a small feather, ice cubes. One object looks like a mini blender. Another one looks like police baton with lights, what we used to call kondo. I asked, Mercury, what's all this? She said,
So we're gonna do a lot of light BDSM, okay? Just level one, nothing hard.
Before I could say BD, she had already tied my hands to the bed frame. She told me to relax. I said, God. Then, she landed one heavy belt stroke on my back. I screamed,
Jesus! Jesus!
This guy started laughing.
Oh no, did that hurt?
I said, of course. Of course it did. Is that not a real belt? She just paused and looked at me.
Well, I thought you were strong, you know? African men are supposed to be rough and strong.
That statement annoyed me, I said, Mercury, I am not a log of wood. I am a soft boy. I like love. I like connection, not flogging and bondage. I told her to untie me. Untie me. She apologized. I said, see, it's too early for all this. Maybe we can cuddle, get to know each other, talk about our childhood or something. She just looked at me like I had killed the vibe. But she agreed. We lay down for a bit, and before I knew it, I had slept away. When I woke up the next morning, Mercury had gone. She left a note for me near the door to keep the keys somewhere. When I tried texting her, I saw a message where she wrote, if I wanted to cuddle, I would get an extra pillow, Edgar. Bye. I was confused. I thought we had a nice time. I tried calling her, but she didn't pick up. I sent a message. She didn't reply. Later that night, I checked my WhatsApp to find out that this lady had blocked me. Like blocked. She blocked me on WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter. Like, what did I even do? We had a great time, didn't we? I mean, we laughed, we talked, and we shared wine and overpriced octopus. I even screamed when she flogged me. Like, what else do women actually want? Okay, yes, maybe I didn't pass the BDSM entrance exam. But come on, is that enough reason to block someone like a demon? Wait, I thought women like to take things slow and steady. Or should I have just allowed her continue flogging me? Maybe if I had just endured 2 more strokes, I would be someone's king today. Or maybe I'll just be in the hospital. No goodbye, no it's not you, it's me. Not even a do better next time text. Nothing. Just like that. And that was when I realized my brothers and sisters listening from Ikorodu to Enugu, from Ajah to Abuja, Nigerian women are the best. Yes. They will stress your life, they will collect your hoodie, hijack your pillow, and ghost you for not replying them before 10:02 p.m. But one thing they would not do, tie you up and bring out tools from a black box like they are fixing NEPA wires. They won't say, let's cuddle, and then flog you like you are owing them house rents. They won't block you just because you said, let's get to know each other first. My people, I have seen things that even the ancestors can't unsee. Mercury showed me another planet. Mercury flogged me emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And I have learned my lesson. From now on, give me my sweet Naija babes. The one that says, God when? The one that eats shawarma and asks for small chops after. The ones that will tell you their birthday is next week, even when it is in January. I am so done with Oyinbo Pepper because my people, Oyinbo Pepper, showed me Pepper. And that's the end of this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then don't forget to subscribe and share the podcast with those who are single, dating, or married. Now, rate the podcast and drop a comment. And yes, you can donate to support the podcast. $3 will go a long way. Do not forget to join the WhatsApp community by clicking the link on the show notes. If you have a story to share, then please send it to me through my email address, edgar@checkedgar.com. Or for a quicker response, you can chat me with the chat box on my website, www.checkedgar.com, or just tell me about it in the WhatsApp group. Edgar doesn't lie. Now remember, the podcast ends the day I get married, so don't forget to tell your beautiful friends that Edgar is single and he would love to go on a date with her. If that lady is you, then please send me a message to my email address at edgar@checkedgar.com. See you on Friday. Edgar doesn't lie. Check Edgar out. Check Edgar out. Thank you for listening, my people. If you had fun, don't keep it to yourself. Join the CheckMates WhatsApp community. It is where we vibe, laugh, and maybe cry small. But most importantly, we connect. Click the link in the show notes or email your number to edgar@checkedgar.com to join us. Until next week, remember, Edgar doesn't lie.